name's Kim Lake. I work down in Portsmouth at Airbus, and I'm the payload engineering manager. So my job is I'm in charge of leading the payload engineering team in the design and development of the payload. I did a degree in physics at university. I then did a master's and went on to do a PhD in quantum technology. I then went into industry as an optical architect in the defence industry before getting into the design and development of detector chains, which is when I then moved to Airbus to work on Truths. So the Truths payload consists of 2 instruments and 4 complementary calibration subsystems. The first instrument is the hyperspectral imager, which gives us spectrally and spatially resolved measurements of the radiance from the Earth and the Moon. The second instrument is the cryogenic absolute radiometer. This is our SI traceable reference standard, which will achieve absolute radiometric accuracy, an order of magnitude greater than has ever been achieved. Truths is a really awesome project. We're addressing an issue, climate change, which is very key and important right now for the planet as a whole. It's at the very edge of what can be achieved. It's an amazing project to be working on.
So my name is Alex Upcott-Gill. I work at Airbus in Portsmouth as a mechanical engineer for scientific instruments. My job is to design all the mechanical components on the scientific instruments to make sure that everything survives all the conditions at launch and to make sure it behaves as it needs to while it's in orbit. So I started at Airbus in 2019, working in the satellite division, 3 or 4 months working on high altitude unmanned aerial vehicles, and other than that I've been working in the development of early stage scientific instruments. A lot of my work is involved in the development of the calibration system, which is new. It needs to achieve things that have never been done before in space, and so there are new materials, new instruments, and my role is to make sure all of those work as we need them to. I've been working on developing the radiometers that we use to underpin our calibration system, working with some institutes in Switzerland and with colleagues in MPL to turn something that has a long history of use on the ground into something that we can use in space. One of the things we need for our scientific instruments is to get to very cold cryogenic temperatures to ensure that our scientific instruments can be as sensitive as they need to be. For that, we rely on the work of experts in France and the Netherlands, bring together something that can get down to the temperatures we need to and operate at the performance we require.
My name is Leo Vicinanza. I work at Airbus in Stevenage and I'm industrial manager for Truths. Every country participates a bit into the project, and my job is to make sure that the companies from that country gets the amount of work, and also that they deliver on time all the pieces so that at Airbus we can assemble together and make a working spacecraft. So I started as an IT in Italy, then I moved to Germany, I worked for the International Space Station, and then I moved to France to work for the Earth observation and scientific missions, and then since a couple of months I've moved to the UK to work for the Truths project. So I started as an IT, I have an IT background, so I never thought that I could actually qualify for a job in the space industry. They're not only looking for aerospace, they're looking for people with different backgrounds that fit into the big mission. The unique thing about the space business is that it's extremely international. Every country, especially in Europe, participates to make this incredible endeavor of sending a satellite to space. I think the most important skills to work in the space industry, apart from the technical knowledge, is the ability to work together. There are a lot of collaborations from different countries, either in Europe or also with the US or with Japan or other countries. And the second thing, of course, is hard work. It's very hard to send a satellite to space.
So I'm Hazel Wood. I work at Airbus Defence and Space here in Stevenage, and I am the project manager at Airbus for Truths. My role at Airbus as project manager is to consolidate all the operations that we need to do on the satellite production, so technical, procurement, commercial. I bring all the teams together and we work towards ensuring that we're all aligned and working so that we can deliver the satellite to the commitments we make. So I've been at Airbus for quite a long time. I've been there straight from university, so 26 years ago. I came as a thermal engineer, graduate thermal engineer, working on telecoms satellites first of all. Then went to be a test engineer, so a mechanical test engineering. Then I moved a bit more into project management, so I supported our teams who work abroad. There's loads to get involved with, so having technical background is very, very useful to understand the complexities, what the challenges are, what the engineers are having to contend, but then bringing that into sort of a way that we make sure that we can deliver, that we have the management behind it and the organisation. One thing that's really important is to be able to take opportunities as they can. A lot of things sort of, okay, you can make things happen and do make things happen, but things come by chance, and take that opportunity, take the dare and go and do that thing, because you don't know what other doors it will open. Actually, it's one of the things I really like about the job, that we have people from different nationalities, different countries, different backgrounds. So you've really got to be able to communicate well, to work with people well, to get the best out of people, to be able to steer that path, bringing the people together and remembering the end goal you're trying to get to.